Now, normally I don't touch too much into minor software updates on this channel unless they are an update packed with features or a holiday update, but with this latest version 2023.38.8, this brings two new features that I am super excited about. The first feature here is carried over directly from the Model S, Model X, and even the Model 3 Highlands. This is the option to simply hit once on the steering wheel and that would activate autopilot, and I think it's quite a big deal. Now, of course, with these newer vehicles, you simply activate autopilot by clicking onto the wheel control button, but for older vehicles, this was never the case. You had to double tap onto the stock, and this is how you would enable TAC and autopilot. Well, this update here brings along that same kind of idea, and now you're able to simply just tap once onto the stock, and that's where it's going to enable the autopilot system to kick in. Of course, all of this is adjustable within the UI, so you can still stick with what you're used to with the double tap, or you can switch over to the single tap, and whatever is more convenient for you is going to be the default feature. Why I think this is such a big deal outside of just pure convenience is the fact that the lifespan of these stocks are going to increase dramatically, at least for another 50%, because you're tapping on the stock 50% less. Of course, and on the side of convenience, I encounter so many times when I repeatedly slap onto the stock and it doesn't activate autopilot, it doesn't activate TAC, and it just gives you an error, and this is what I encounter on a daily basis. So I think this change is really great overall because it removes all of the guessing game and a single tap is just going to get it to work. The only thing that lingers in the top of my mind is how we're going to only activate TAC, the traffic aware cruise control, rather than the entire autopilot system. You were previously able to do this by tapping onto the stock once for TAC and twice for autopilot, but now with the system activating both at the exact same time, I have no clue. If one of you guys have received this update or you have the Model 3 Highland, the X or the S, let us know in the comments below how this works so we can all put it to rest. Alright, so before we get to the highlight of this update, I want to take a moment and thank our sponsor of this video, Temu, for sending over this really awesome product for us to take a look at. This is a 3-in-1 portable air inflator that has a built-in stop feature, 4 different settings ranging from cars, motorcycles, bikes, and even inflatable balls. What's interesting about this one is that it doubles down as a power bank and as a flashlight when you are stranded on the road. Although this could be used for nearly anything, including your own Teslas, I'm going to be using this for my Segway 9bot scooters since they need to be topped up weekly at very specific PSIs. So this is going to be awesome with the automatic stop features that it includes. One of the main reasons why I think this makes out to be a really great product that Temu offers is the fact that it does have a really high price to quality ratio. As soon as you take it out of the box, pick it up, you'll feel a really great heft to it, meaning that it does have a chunky meat inside, and the overall exterior is very solid, built with a matte finish on the exterior for a better grip and a really high quality LCD screen. So if you guys are interested in this or anything else on Temu, use my link in the description below. This will get you $100 coupon bundle for a bunch of awesome products on their website. So with that aside, let's get back to the video now. The real exciting feature here is going to be the update of what's happening in the rear passenger seats. So far, from what I know, this is exclusive to the Model 3 Highlands only, and this is a feature that has been said to come to the Model S and X for a very long time according to Elon, but hasn't made its way there so far. So this is why I say that it's so exciting to get it on the Model 3 Highland before any other vehicle even gets it. This is essentially where the front passengers have to listen to the audio of whatever's going on in the rear display. This is for the Model S, X, and now even the new Model 3s. Essentially a really big lifesaver when it comes to longer road trips and kids in the backs are playing some YouTube or Netflix and you have to hear all of that coming through the front speakers. This is no longer an issue with the software update of 2023.38.8. This is going to separate the front audio to the back audio, and you're going to be able to hook up 2 separate headphones to the center rear display, and this is where the front and the rear passenger can enjoy their own piece of whatever is happening on their own display. In a sense, if you're sitting at the front, you can play whatever music you want in the front, and if you're sitting in the rear, it would automatically connect to the Bluetooth headsets in the rear, and you can have separate audio sources. So although this might not sound like the biggest update for a lot of you guys that are single or just as a couple, this is a really big deal for families that do have kids in the back 90% of the time and playing some kind of video on the rear display. I can definitely see how this is not the biggest update for the Model S and the Model 3, but vehicles like the Model X and the upcoming Model Y Junipers with the rear display is going to be taking this to full advantage just because these are vehicles meant for families. So with all that being said, there is definitely room for improvements. From what I dream of this system is that one day there could be some very advanced noise cancellation system in the back that can totally isolate with what's going on in the front without using any form of headsets. Imagine you sitting at the front seat blasting your music away while the back seat is playing their video, and the back doesn't have to listen to the front and the front doesn't have to listen to the back. This is the true noise cancellation experience. Maybe in the future, maybe I'm just dreaming about all this and it's never gonna happen, but truly this is something that would be so awesome. But regardless of all that and pushing my fantasies aside, this is an awesome update, and finally we're able to really take advantage of the rear seats. This is gonna be especially awesome when you do want to play some games in the back and have your headsets on, and you don't have to disturb anybody for those really long road trips that you want to play your video games. So yeah, you guys living in Europe and in Asia, if you guys have experience with this, with the new Model 3 Highland updates, let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. I'm super excited for the Model 3 Highlands to launch in North America. It's taking some time, but eventually it's gonna make its way here, so let's get prepped up for it. Fingers crossed here that it's going to be as simple as connecting AirPods, and as soon as you get close to it, it's going to start the auto pairing process, and when you hop out of the car and hop back in, it's going to automatically connect to your headphones. But yeah guys, I'm very excited for this feature, and hopefully it does make its way over here once we do get a rear screen as well. I will keep you guys as posted as possible on everything Highland, everything Juniper, and of course the upcoming Cybertruck. If you guys are interested in Cybertruck content, let me know in the comments below so I can keep pumping videos out just like that. For now, all I can ask is you guys hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, and if you guys haven't already done so, hit me up on Twitter at HeyJohnE. That's where you guys can talk to me freely, discuss about anything, and I'll try to message you guys as soon as I can. This should wrap it up for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.